Well, good morning. Just made a little stop at Bass Pro this morning. Tomorrow is youth rifle season, so got a new blind for me and Grandpa and the boys to sit in. They were getting the corn out last night on the killing field, so it should be really good this year. It usually is when corn's on that side. So we're gonna load all this stuff up, run to the house, get the other blind, and go get 2 sets put up out at the farm and get ready to go. We'll start this weekend off right. We're gonna have deer camp at Grandpa's tonight. All right, got the new blind, got the chairs, and now we're gonna head out and get this thing set up. So where I plan to set the blind up. This is the first year since we've been hunting this place that the corn has been in this long. Part of the reason why, 2 days last week we had about, I don't know, between 2 and 3 inches of rain over a couple days, which put them behind. But I was really happy to see them in here last night. All right, I got the blind set up. We'll be able to see the bottom edge of the killing field up there on that hill on the power line, and potentially anything right back here that comes out of this draw from neighbors to us or from us to neighbors. There's good deer on this side. We checked cameras last night. We got some good bucks over here, so I don't know. Work with what we got and maybe hope they've got the corn out before tomorrow evening. Time crunch. All right, so we're headed over to the west side of the farm now. We're gonna split up and try and increase our chances tomorrow. All right, so we're gonna tuck this blind. We're gonna cut some branches out of the cedar tree. We'll be able to see the long end of the field. This little cove over here where deer travel. They come from the neighbor's property, jump the fence, come up through the woods and come across. And we'll be able to see this back corner back here too, so it should be a good spot. It's gonna take a while, so we're gonna do a little time lapse. Okay, I think we're set. Ol Korb and Grandpa's gonna set this side of the farm tomorrow, and had to trim some limbs. Kind of tucked it into the cedar tree a little bit. Took the branches that we cut off and kind of brushed it in a little bit. Papa's making her look a little prettier. But I think Ol Korb's got a phenomenal view for in the morning. Pretty morning. We're gonna hunt till about 10, right?
Yeah.
We'll get some breakfast.
It's about 30 minutes.
It is 10 minutes after 9. Well, morning hunt's over. We ended up seeing, what, 6 does?
Yeah, 6 does and a buck.
Yeah, saw one like 2.5-year-old 8-point that I have pictures of. I know he's thick, he's heavy, but he's just not real tall or wide.
Yeah, I was able to get on the gun, but he wouldn't like slow down or anything.
Yep, he ran off into the corn, down into that little bottom in front of us, but it's all right. Pretty good morning. Sterlyn and Korban saw, I don't know, 6 or 7 does, one small buck, and a bunch of turkeys, like 13 gobblers.
We saw 2 turkeys.
Yeah, saw 2 big old gobblers. They even had one strutting. They were fighting and carrying on, so they had a good morning. So we're gonna walk out, go to the truck, and go get some breakfast. You ready?
Yep.
Okay. Hey guys, well, we're back for the evening hunt. It's a little bit after 3. We're running a little behind, but the corn that was still standing this morning when we got here is out. So we're pretty sure that they got the corn out of what we call the killing field. So it should be prime tonight. We're gonna hunt the south end of the field tonight because that's where the wind's best at. So should be a good night, huh?
Yeah, I'm excited. So we made it back up. Now that the corn's all out, and we're on the north end of the killing field.
So we packed the blind up off the south end because we couldn't see. We wanted to try and see as much of this cut cornfield as we could, but because of property line, we were going to be down too low and couldn't see anything. So back in the normal killing field, killing spot. There's a lot of corn on the ground. Thank goodness that combine, missed a little bit. So we're ready. And Grandpa and Korban are set up too. We just talked to them, so they're ready to go too. So we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Wish us luck. Here's our view for this evening. Just had 5 does on the field. Well, 2 does and 2 fawns, a button buck, and a little doeling. They kept looking back up here to our north on this fence row, and they saw something they didn't like. They never blew. Didn't really throw their tails up and spook, but they did walk off the field. So I don't know what they saw. 7 minutes after 6, and sunset's at 6:11 at night. It's pretty cloudy over to the west, so it's gonna get dark on us pretty quick. But fingers crossed. Hopefully.
That's cool. That is super cool. See what he's spraying out the back? Looks like he was spraying something out the back of it.
Well, day 2, youth season. Sunday evening. It's about 2:24. We're just walking in. Paul brought his side-by-side today, so him and Korban are taking it back. We got quite a bit of rain overnight. It's still pretty drizzly and nasty right now, so should be a good quiet walk in. Might see something on the way in. We're hoping for a good night with this weather, so get back here and get set up and see what we see. We end up not getting anything last night. They saw a mature buck on the way out. We did the same, saw a nice buck on the way out, but it was just too dark for the boys to get a shot. So between the two of us and the west and east side of the farms, Yesterday we saw 39 deer, so it was a good night. Kept us motivated at least, so go back here and fingers crossed they're moving tonight. Well, my hunting buddy. Salt logs over here. I've been texting with Sterlyn. They're setting a cut bean field on the west side of the farm. They've been seeing deer since they got in the blind. They are absolutely covered up. They had a nice 7-point come out onto the field about 10 minutes ago, and another buck grunted in the woods. I just got a text, and it spicked that 7-point off. He ran off anyway, so they saw a really good one last night walking out. So hopefully, fingers crossed that good one steps out, gives Korban a shot. Sawyer and I are sitting in the killing field. It's a cut cornfield. They just got it all cut out yesterday. We saw a lot of deer movement last night, but it was late before they moved. So hopefully this weather, we've had rain all morning and last night and this morning, and it quit about 2 o'clock. So hopefully they start moving here shortly and Sawyer can get a shot too. Well, Sterlyn just called me. Apparently they're having one heck of a night over there on the cut bean field. I don't know. I haven't been counting, but they've seen close to 30 deer tonight. They just had a decent buck come out at the bottom of the field, but it's like 200 yards from the blind. So they're gonna wait, see if he gets any closer. Hopefully he does, and Korban can get a shot at him. But they'd have had in Sterlyn's word, a crazy night. So we're still waiting. We've seen one small doe, but hopefully they start moving. If the big doe steps out, we're gonna let Sawyer thin her a little bit. You ready?
What did you just do?
Well, from what I see, I just shot a buck and dropped him from about 160, 170 yards.
So we're gonna go down here and find him?
Yeah, he's right there.
All right, let's go. There he is. Long shot.
Oh, I neck shot him.
What do you think, buddy? Put your gun down there and pick his horns up.
Thank you so much, Grandpa.
He's a dandy, buddy.
Oh, yeah, he is. Got a split brown tine. And a kicker.
Thank you, Lord.
Yeah. Got ticks on
Now
him.
the works begins.
Yeah.
213, huh?
Yeah. I shot him in the neck, though. Do you already have him?
A little high.
No. We still gotta go get him. So
Nice shot, buddy. We almost got us a buck.
You almost did?
Almost.
Yeah.
Nice shot, man.
Yeah. Thanks.
All right, I'm ready to see him.
He has a split brow tine
Really?
and a kicker, so
Sweet.
6 on one and 4 on the other. So 10.
Really?
Yep.
Awesome.
He's about as wide as his ears, though.
That's all right. Proud of you. Nice job. Let's go get him. I know the light's terrible, but we are loaded up in Grandpa's side-by-side, and we're headed over to get Korban's buck.
Hi.
You hold his ears.
Oh, that's all right.
Sorry.
It's all good, bud. I'm just glad you shot him.
Yeah, dropped him in his tracks.
He
shooter right there.
Yep.
There he is.
Pulling up to him now. See what he is. Oh man. Heck yeah, Korb Judd.
Oh yeah. It's a nice buck.
That's a nice deer. Oh heck
Oh,
yeah. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Attaboy.
Yeah. Probably shot him in the neck. His body
Oh
is
dude.
huge.
Dude, I have pictures of that deer.
You do?
Dude, that is a stud.
Here. Can you have him?
That
What
is
is he?
a
1,
stud.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So tell me about it, Korb.
Well, we were over there in the blind, and two does over there, and a buck were
Yep.
over there.
Yep.
And so a doe ran off, and then a doe came up here.
Yep.
And then that's when I saw the buck come up here, chase that doe off. And Grandpa was like, okay, let's pack up. And so I say, no, sit back down. There's does down there and a buck.
Mm-hmm.
And so me and Hammer I was looking through the rifle scope right there, like right in that little
Yep, down in the
spot.
corner.
Yeah. And I say, there he is. And he's like, I don't see no buck. I see the does, but not the buck. And then he hops up. And he says, sure enough, yeah. And so he calls you guys, and he says, hey, can Korban take a shot at this
Yep.
buck at like 200 yards?
Yeah.
He said, sure, let him at it. And so I was down there, I got ready, and Grandpa said as soon as he turns broadside, shoot that sucker. And I was like, put your binoculars down and plug my ears. Put your binoculars down and plug my ears. So he turned broadside, he plugged my ears good. Kaboom!
You dropped him.
And then I'm like this. And I lift my head up, and I see
Nice.
this. Yes! Yes!
Nice. Good job,
And then we
buddy.
came down, got the,
Yep. I think you
Side
just
by
shot
side.
your first shoulder mount buck, buddy.
for real?
For real.
Lucky. For real?
For real.
Yeah.
We'll mount that one, dude.
yes,
That's a
yes.
stud. Yeah. Let's see him.
Would you shoot him?
Oh, yeah. That's a nice deer, dude. I got pictures of him.
That's not
Got a
Hulk,
kicker?
Got that kicker there.
No, it's not.
That's not Hulk, is it?
No, that's not Hulk.
Hulk's
Dude,
bigger
that's a
than
nice deer. Nice job, brother. Good job. All right. Let's get him loaded up.
he is a shoulder mount. I get a shoulder
Go
mount.
show
Why
him
shoot
off.
my buck?
Yeah, you killed a nice one. Good deer, buddy. Ooh, look at the body on that deer. Holy
Huge.
smokes, that is a tank. All right. Nice
Talk
job,
about
Popo.
like a 600-pound deer.
Good job.
Unbelievable night.
Heck yeah. How many deer did you end up seeing?
23 or 27. I don't know. So many I
27
couldn't
deer.
count them.
It's awesome. On the beans.
The Lord was with us tonight.
Yeah, look how many beans there is.
Yep,
Like-
lots of beans on the ground.
Yeah, and he was standing where his feet are eating, and then
All
I
right.
shot him and dropped down there.
You guys want to FaceTime Grandpa Gillen?
Yeah. Yes,
All right.
yes.
All right, we got him all loaded up. Thanks to Pawpaw for using his side-by-side for us. There he is. He's not real wide, but he's a stud. Now we can go home and show everybody.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think, buddy?
With your dad or with Pawpaw?
Pawpaw.
Yep. How many deer did you guys see tonight?
27.
And we saw, what did we see?
16.
16.
16.
39. We saw 78 deer the entire youth season.
Yep, in 2 days.
Shot my buck on the last day. Look at that massive.
Who's my-
What I seen when he's coming through the woods, he was walking right to me. And I seen these, I guess you call them G2s, how long they was.
Yeah.
But he was about 230, 40 yards into the woods, and 4 does come out with him.
Did you guys see him before he got to the field?
Yes, I did. I seen these white antlers, and I told Korban there was a pretty good deer down there, and he was wanting to shoot another deer that was in the field, and I called Kyle and asked him if he thought he could shoot that far, because I didn't think the deer would come out in the field that far. And he ended up coming out probably about 50 or 60 yards out into the field and milled around, kind of messed around them does, and was eating soybeans, had been picked, and Korban got his gun up, and finally he turned broadside going to the right, and Korban didn't get a shot at him soon enough, and he kind of turned back towards the woods and spun around and started going back to the woods the left-hand side. And this time when he was broadside, and I said, now shoot him, and boom, and the deer just fell over right in his tracks. He never moved. And it was 213 steps from the blind to the deer.
9-year-old kid.
So it was a long shot. I don't believe I could have made it. I'd have tried with this deer, but I don't think I could have killed him.
Yep, that's a long shot.
But I thank the Lord. Beautiful evening.
Yep, it was. I said a prayer in the blind, a couple prayers, that the boys would see bucks tonight. Me and Sawyer saw one, a good 8 that I actually think is offspring of this deer, just because of the age of him. They're built just the same. The other 8's just not quite as tall as he is, or quite as heavy as this deer is, but I have pictures of this deer from this summer. Knew he was out there. Big old head on him. He's mature.
Big old neck.
Yep. He stinks too.
Yeah. Twelve and 7/8.
12 and 7/8 wide. Measure that GT, that long one.
About 11 1/4.
11 1/4.
That one's almost the same size.
Yep.
Maybe a hair longer.
There's my buck that I killed up in the truck. That's gonna get out. All right, I'm gonna hang that buck up right there and put ice in him for the night.
Just got home so Mama can see it.
Dad said
Holding
he
the baby
showed
girl.
him out to the front, so. Woo!
He's a big deer.
I dropped him at 213 yards. That right there is where I shot him.
Oh, bud. He's got a cool rack.
Yeah, isn't he awesome?
Dad said he'd shoulder mount him for me just because of his character.
Yeah, he's cool.
Another $200.
More than that.
Is that his
More
tongue?
than that.
300.
More than
Is
that.
that his
We'll
tongue?
figure it out.
Is that his tongue, buddy?
This? Yes, this is his tongue. When
You
deer
did
get
good.
shot,
Him and Grandpa saw 27 deer on that bean field tonight.
Dad told
not
me.
counting this one, so
Yeah.
28.
Papa told me he saw a lot.
And $9, counting that one, $9.
Did a good job, bud. Proud of you. Good job.
That's awesome, Korb.
All right, now the hard part. Getting
All right,
hung up.
we just got him home. Let Mama and Oki see him, and now we got to get him hung up and then run down to the hall and get a couple bags of ice and put him in his cavity and keep him cool tonight. And we'll process him tomorrow. But Ol Korb got her done tonight on a good, very unique buck that I've got pictures of from this summer. So
So we're gonna shoulder
good
mount.
start to the 2022 deer season. Is that the end of it?
Yeah,
Good deal. Good job, buddy.
thanks.
Good deer, man. Good job.
Now what are we gonna do with
You
him?
proud of him?
Oh yeah.
Good.
Lord hadn't touched me with a special touch. I'd got him.
That's right.
Them ribs are huge.
He blessed us tonight.
His ribs